Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode in our Rise of the Moors series. And in this episode we'll be wrapping up the 2016-17 season, and it'll be the last time that you'll see us in the Vanarama National League. So we're at the start of April now, we've got 6 games left in the league, we're 14 points clear, so that means one more win will secure the title. So in today's episode we're going to show 2 games to wrap up the season. The first game will be our game in hand at home to 5th place Tranmere, and a win over Tranmere will secure the title for us. Now obviously Tranmere were the team that we played out that absolutely epic FA Trophy final against in the last episode. So if you haven't managed to see that game yet, I'll leave a link in the description below. And the second game we'll show today will be the final game of the season, and that's at home to Macclesfield. So we've played one game since the FA Trophy final. That was away at Chester where we won 3-1. So the opening goal came from Kieran Bywater. Midfield did pretty well to retain the ball and to work it forward. Hammerlane with the shot that was parried, but Bywater again on the rebound from his inside forward position, and that put us 1-0 up after 7 minutes. And we didn't stop there. It was a good bit of ball retention from the Moors, and we did well to retain the possession after an initial chance. Haddon and Ben Glasgow working it down the right wing. That was a great ball again from Ben Glasgow, and it was Rowan Liebert at the end of that for his 23rd goal of the season. And Liebert quickly added to that. Jack Haddon with a fantastic tackle. The ball came through to Rowan Liebert. He held off both of the defenders, took it round to the side, and he placed it into the back of the net for his 2nd goal of the game. So 3-0 up at half time. Chester did claim one back, and of course it came from a set piece. Ben Gordon with a towering header. We just haven't been good enough at defending set pieces this season. And there was a good opportunity for Rowan Liebert to see his hat-trick that he didn't take. And then not too many more opportunities for us in the second half. So having won the game at Chester, that of course meant that we're now only 1 win away from the title. And as I mentioned in the last episode, we're also on course to break the record points haul for the Vanarama National League. That record stands at 105 points, and so we need 5 more wins from our remaining 6 games to break that record. So I think Tranmere are going to be setting up pretty much identically to how they set up in the FA Trophy final. So because of that, I'm going to play 3 across the middle from the off in this game and try and exert a bit more control in the midfield than we did in the start of the FA Trophy final. And this is the team I'm putting out to grab us the win today. Rowan Liebert up top, Nico Hammerlane and Kieran Bywater on the wings. So the 3 across the middle, which is going to include Zvetan Filipov, Jack Haddon and Charlie Cooper. And then our usual back 4, Noah Chesmain, Joe Worrell, Scott Tancock, the phenomenal Ben Glasgow at right back and Luke Simpson in goal. We're sitting on the counter again to start the game, but a bit more of a flexible approach in this fixture. They're just edging us as favourites in this fixture, so Tranmere are setting up in the same system that they used in the FA Trophy final. So I'm hoping the 3 in the middle can exert more control from the offset in this fixture than they did last time out. And because of that, we're going to make sure we're sticking tight to their front 3 and closing down their midfield trio. And a bit of calm, encouragement and faith in the team today should get us over the line for the championship. So Tranmere to start this fixture. I'm hoping for a good performance of the Moors, and I know Tranmere are going to be looking to bounce back from that FA Trophy loss to us in the last episode. We're just edging possession now, so probably exerting a bit more control in the middle of the park, which is a good sign. Not really creating anything though. But similarly, no real opportunities for Tranmere either at this stage. It's a very quiet opening 30 or so minutes of this fixture. And it looks like we're going to get all the way to half time without a highlight. So poor opening 45. Give them a bit of encouragement as well. We're dominating possession and we're dominating the midfield, so I'm going to put it on a bit more of an adventurous mentality for the second half. So we're 45 minutes away from the championship if we can nick a goal against Tranmere at home. We've got enough about us to be able to do that, but balls like that just really aren't going to help. They're already making their substitutions, about 30 minutes to go now. They've made all their changes, so I'm going to respond at this stage as well. Our midfielders have been really poor actually. So Jack Byrne's coming on for Haddon. That's the only change I'm going to make at this stage. Give them a bit of encouragement. Demand more from the players. 30 or so minutes to go. We're dominating possession in the midfield, and Tranmere really haven't had many opportunities, so I'm going to put it on a more of an attacking approach now. See if we can get this goal. I don't think we're far off bringing Eric Odiambo onto the field. I think I'm going to make that change now. Filipov's picked up a yellow card. He's been poor. So Andy Thano is going to be coming on for him. And Eric Odiambo, he's coming on for Nico Hamalainen, who's had a quiet game. So of course that means we have to swap out the wingers and get them both onto an attacking duty. 20 or so minutes to go. Can we snatch victory against Tranmere here? Finally a highlight. Ben Glasgow with the throw-in. Jack Byrne who's come onto the field. Glasgow, what was that? No one there. No one in the box. It's a poor cross. Expect more from Ben Glasgow. It's a long ball forward and Tancock does well to rise above Mandeville, but the midfielders have just sat back a bit. Norwood's advancing now. No challenging on him, and he plays it out wide to Stockton. Can Chesmain get on him? And he's a foul. He's already been booked, and it looks like we're down to 10 men. So disappointing to watch that. It's absolutely shocking. Made all my changes as well, so we can't really do anything else. I'm going to drop Cooper back into that defensive midfield role. I'm going to have to put Worrell out on the left. Ben Glasgow going to have to drop to support duty. 10 minutes to go. I'll leave it on attacking. Surely we can still grab something in this game. 5 or so minutes to go now. Again, no real highlights to show you guys, unfortunately. So 2 minutes to go. Long ball forward from Luke Simpson. Liebert does well to hold up play. He knocks it down to Bywater. He's done lucky to keep the ball there. Thano in some support. Jack Byrne plays it forward to Bywater. He's got the wrong side of his man. Bywater! He squeezed it home. Down to 10 men. And a goal from Kieran Bywater in the last couple of moments of this fixture. On his left peg. What an effort. I'm sure that was supposed to be a cross. But he finds the far post. It's dropped down to defensive. Drop them all down now. I'm not going to lose this. Put it on structured to make it really difficult now for Tranmere to get back into the game with a couple of moments to go. I think we deserved the win in this game, but coming down to 10 men, I thought really nullified our threat, but that's really looks like it's taken out of Tranmere. Bywater plays out wide. Let's just keep the ball now. Rowan Liebert. No real challenge on him. He finds Andy Thano, spreads it wide to the goal scorer, Kieran Bywater. And that's it. Another victory over Tranmere. And that has secured us the title. It wasn't the most fantastic game to observe, but we ground out the result we needed, and Kieran Bywater with player of the match. No real standout performances from any of the other Solihull Moors players really. No creative spark in this game, but Kieran Bywater, when we needed him and when we needed a goal, players like that just step up and grab it for us. And what a fantastic result for us. So 6 key passes for Kieran Bywater and the winning goal. And that game put us out of sight of all of the other teams, and that secured the league title for us. So we've done the double in our second season, the FA Trophy and the Vanarama National League. So back-to-back promotions for the Moors, and that was with 5 games to spare. I'll be playing 4 of those off camera now, and that includes the home tie against Forest Green, where I'm looking for some retribution for that horrific 6-2 loss against them earlier in the season. So I'll show you the highlights of those games now, and then on the other side we'll come back for the Macclesfield game. So as you've seen from the highlights, we've been seeing out the season in style. But actually we started the last few games quite slowly and sluggishly, and realistically that was down to a bit of match fatigue. So we played out quite a tight game at home to Kidderminster. Not too much between the sides. Liebird grabbed us the win deep into the game, and realistically it wasn't a fantastic outing from the Moors, but it was a cracking ball from Nico Hammerlane that laid on the goal for Liebird, and it was Ben Glasgow that picked up player of the match in this one. And we followed that game with an away trip to already relegated Alfreton. 2 goals from Bywater before half time realistically settled the tie, and he actually had opportunity to complete his hat-trick. Regardless of that latter miss, he picked up player of the match, but it was Alfreton that actually got one back into the second half that made it quite an interesting last few moments of the game. And then came the Forest Green tie, and this was the reverse fixture of our shambolic performance where we lost 6-2 earlier in the season. I was hoping for a bit of a demolition of Forest Green just to get our own back a little bit, and we dominated the early proceedings in this game. A first-minute goal from Kieran Bywater, who's been in some fantastic form this month. And really, we should have been a few more up come the 20th minute. But Forest Green equalised with their first shot of the game. But we came back at them in the second half. Tancock involved from the corner, and it went down as an own goal in the end. And unsurprisingly, Ben Glasgow, player of the match in this one, and he picked up the other assist. And finally, we had a really good outing away at Southport. Rowan Liebird has actually had quite a few subdued performances in the last few weeks, but he ended that by bagging himself a first half hat-trick. It was a phenomenal performance from Liebird, and he actually had a few more opportunities that he could have put away as well. So we're 3-0 up at half time before becoming a little bit complacent in the second half. And Luke Simpson had a really good outing as well. He put on a couple of fantastic saves for the cameras. He got a 9.1 rating. Zvetan Filipov with 2 assists, the other one coming from Charlie Cooper, but it was a 9.5 rating for Liebird, who got player of the match. And as you may have noticed, we've been utilising Eric Odiambo on the right wing in the last few games, and that's because Nico Hammerlane picked up a back injury in training, so he won't feature for the rest of the season. And because of our 100% form in the last few games, that means we've beaten the points haul record set previously at 105 points. So we've got 106 going into the final game of the season, but it's all to play for the final 2 playoff positions as well as the relegation battle. So Crawley are away at Margate and they need a win because of their inferior goal difference. Bristol Rovers host Kidderminster, they need to equal Crawley's result, and Eastleigh need a point. They're away at Boreham Wood. So at home to Macclesfield today, they really need a win to survive. But I'm hoping we can end our season in style today, so I'm not putting out a weakened team. So this is the team we're going to be starting with today. Liebird at top, having scored 3 goals in his last outing. He's supported by Bywater and Eric Odiambo, Filipov, Cooper and Jack Byrne in the middle of the park. It's probably going to be Jack Byrne's last game for the Moors. Chesmain at left back, the one and only Ben Glasgow at right back, and then Joe Worrell and Scott Tancock playing in front of Luke Simpson. So we're clear favourites for this one. I'm hoping we can put on a really good performance for the fans today, as it being our fan day and our promotion party into the Football League. So it's going to be a 4-4-1-1 for Macclesfield. So I'm hoping Cooper can pick up their advanced playmaker. He's going to be playing as the defensive unit in the centre of the park for us. So we're going to be sticking tight and closing down their attacking midfielder, closing down their wingers, and also tight marking on their lone striker. Told them to pick off where they left off in the last game, and also a bit of encouragement again for the final game of the season. So the Moors to kick off, and the live score is in the top right, so we can keep an eye on the rest of the games that have been played out for those teams that still have something to play for. About 12 minutes in for us, it's Glasgow who plays it to Jack Byrne. Gets the ball back, Glasgow finds Odiambo. Good ball forward to Glasgow, he gets the cross in, Filipov rises highest, he gets into the back of the net with a great header. Zvetan Filipov, and another assist from Ben Glasgow. Good ball retention and good movement down the right flank, and Filipov, what a leap. Pick that one out. The defence was stationary there. Good start from us, no threat from Macclesfield at all. Good pass completion rate, we're just edging possession. Cooper with a free kick to Filipov, he just keeps it in. And it's blocked at the front post and cleared. So Boreham Wood are 2-0 up at Eastleigh now. And that's got us to half time. It's 1-0 up here. Not too many highlights to show you at all. So as it stands, Whitehawk are beating Southport, but other results around the table mean that they both should survive. Boreham Wood are 2-0 up at Eastleigh, and that's actually seen them drop out of the playoff spots. So Macclesfield to start the second half then. No shots really for them, 10 for us, 4 of which on target, so I'm hoping we can create a little bit more going forward in this second half. Chesmain finds Filipov, good ball forward to Liebird. He's advancing towards the edge of the area and he beats his man, but he's gone over the bar. He had a bit more time and space there. It's Cooper again with a free kick. Plays it safely to Tankop, Worrell into the Filipov's feet, Liebird at the edge. He looks for the width with Chesmain. Good ball in. Oh, Filipov had the opportunity, but it's Byrne. Plays it back out to Chesmain. Ben Glasgow is the option at the edge. Odiambo now, he's made his way into the box. Eric Odiambo, he finds the top corner. Only his second goal of the season, and an outing which is going to probably be his last appearance at the Moors as well. Cracking effort from Eric Odiambo. We're 2-0 up now, and we're looking comfortable. Macclesfield making their way forward. Turnbull into Whittaker. Good ball forward. McDonough. Oh, he's at the post. Glasgow clears it. But they're coming back at us again. Thankfully, that's the end of that highlight. So to make the changes now, Jack Haddon's going to be coming on. He's coming on for Charlie Cooper. I'm going to bring Andy Thano on. He's coming on for Jack Byrne. He's had a good outing on what will be his last appearance in the Moors. So about half an hour to go of our non-league football for the Moors then. We'll make our final change as well. It's going to be Bradley Lewis coming on for Joe Worrell. Last few moments of non-league football for Solihull Moors. And we've finished the season in some really impressive form actually. Lots of wins back to back, and there's the final whistle. A 2-0 win at home to Macclesfield to seal the title. Yes, against a weakened team, but a good outing nonetheless. 9 rating for Eric Odiambo, who picks up his player of the match in his last outing for the Moors. An assist coming from Jack Byrne and Ben Glasgow. And that's it, that's the season over. So Eastleigh dropped out of the playoff spots. They haven't won in 5 games, 3 draws, 2 losses, and that's really poor from them. And Crawley, who themselves have been in pretty on and off form the last few months, have finally clawed their way back into the playoff spots. And it's Lincoln, Macclesfield, Aldershot and Alfreton who are going to be relegated out of this division. So a brilliant season from us. 33 wins, 10 draws, 3 losses, 85 goals scored, 35 against, which is the joint equal in the league. And that left us with a record-setting 109 points. What a phenomenal outing from the Moors this season. And next season will be our first appearance in the Football League, so we'll be in League 2 next year. And in the next episode, we'll be doing our usual season review of the 2016 to 2017 season. And we'll do a post-mortem of our statistics and our player performances throughout the year. And the episode after that will be the first game of the League 2 campaign. So thanks for watching again, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this season. It's been fantastic to lead the Moors to the double this year. So do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed this series, and subscribe for more Rise of the Moors, and I'll see you in the next episodes. Cheers.